And yet again, guys, people are complaining about Call of Duty, but this time it's Treyarch. Nobody really complains about Treyarch, but this time it is. So as of recent, Treyarch has been called out for having 20 hertz servers, at launch, then 60 hertz, which was in the beta. And I believe that the Call of Duty community is just kind of a bunch of crybabies, and I'm gonna explain why right now. So with the release of World War II starting at 60 hertz, World War II's launch was fucking terrible. The launch of World War II is like a record for how bad a Call of Duty can launch. It's just awful. I mean, seriously, you're promised headquarters day one, and you don't get headquarters until like what? I think it was a month or two later. I don't... But that's at 60 hertz, you guys. The game didn't really run good. There was lag everywhere. You had trouble getting into lobbies, getting on the servers, everything like that. And I do believe at that moment we didn't have dedicated servers either. So that just kind of made everything worse. So everybody's going to look at World War II now, and every time that game is brought up, they're going to be bringing up the terrible launch that it had. But this time, what people are complaining about with Black Ops 4 is that it is running at 20 hertz, while in the beta it was 60 hertz, and that is true. It is at 20 hertz at the moment. But I do not condone them not telling anybody. They should have just said it from launch. They should have just said it from the jump, yo, these are only 20 hertz. But they didn't. But I don't really have a big deal with that. My big deal is with the COD community. Now, I understand with zombies, there's been a lot of blue screen. They call it the blue screen, and I don't know, something like that. But people, overall, you guys, people have been getting kicked out from their zombie games. And that is the only problem I have seen with Black Ops 4. I do not get kicked. I do not play Black Ops, so I'm not sure anything about that. But I do not get kicked out of my multiplayer matches. I haven't yet gotten kicked out of my zombie matches, so. But I've seen it all over, YouTube, so I do believe it's a thing. But the gunfights I do get in are a little iffy. But overall, this game runs smoothly, and the hit detection is still it's weird, but it's not terrible. Now, people have a problem with this because it's only 20 hertz. But Treyarch released the game a month early, from November all the way to October. They had to scrap the idea of campaign. They had to scrap the idea of multiplayer and rearrange it. Like, look at everything they've had to do and backtrack, and the game still had an amazing launch. Still. But people still find some way to complain that, oh, my servers are only 20 hertz. They're not 60 like in the beta. And as of today, Treyarch actually released a statement saying, yes, it is only 20 hertz, but we will be bringing 60 hertz later on because we want the servers to be running smoothly. But the COD community is still complaining even though we had an amazing launch. I don't understand what the COD community wants, honestly. Like I said, I don't condone Treyarch not telling anybody, but for the COD community to react the way they did is just it's ridiculous, you guys. Come on, just grow up, dude. We have one of the best launches of any Call of Duty for years. I would say since Black Ops 2. And people still find a way to complain about it. And it's just so aggravating. And yeah, that's just kind of going to wrap up the video. It's kind of a short video. I just kind of wanted to rant for a second and kind of explain why I am defending Treyarch only making the servers 20 hertz at the launch. And I hope you guys did enjoy this gameplay. It was 25-0. Anyway, you guys, like I said, hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you did. And peace out. Bye.